This world has been sundered by a tide of arcane energy. The winds of magic churned into a maelstrom. The Tome of Fate drew me north to find out why. It guided me to a distant fortress steeped in blood. A battle was fought there. Though long over, the spirits still lingered. In the shadow of a broken portal, the trail ended. It was here the tome conversed with the dead. They told of Ursun, the bear god of Kislev, lost in darkness. A noble prince ventured to save him, yet he strayed from the path and was corrupted by chaos. Savior became executioner. A single shot, bound in faith forsaken, pierced Ursun's heart. And so the bear god roared. The tide that broke the world. Spirits, where lies Ursun now? Is he here in the north?
Beyond the maelstrom, in the realm of chaos, in the forge of souls.
Is he alive?
Wounded and dying, imprisoned in shadow.
What shadow? A demon's?
A master of the dark.
I knew who shackled the bear. Be'lakor. Only a fool would challenge Be'lakor. And yet, the power of a dying god, there is no greater prize. A mere drop of Ursun's blood would break my curse, ending my servitude to this accursed book. Free to profit from its secrets. But Ursun is locked in the Forge of Souls, deep in the realm of chaos, and I cannot enter this nightmarish domain. All routes have been sealed by the maelstrom. There must be a way. The tome unveils a spell to summon a portal, one to bypass the maelstrom and create a door into chaos. Knowledge to bargain, for I need an ally, one who is tempted by the power of the god bear and can withstand the horrors within.
Hello guys, and welcome to Total War Warhammer 3. Today I'm going to be starting the first of two campaigns that I'm going to be playing on the channel. This one is going to be the Khorne campaign. Let's read the Realm of Chaos up here. The winds of magic roil, stirred into a tempest by the roar of a dying god. Now demon and mortal alike must break through the eldritch storm and enter the realm of chaos in search of the ultimate prize. Will the demonic lords of chaos claim victory and find favour with their dark masters, or shall the denizens of a world scarred by constant war endure the trials and temptations of the chaos realm? The choice is yours, and the choice we are making today is Khorne. Thanks to you guys voting in the poll. And I'm really glad you guys chose Khorne and Kislev. Mainly Khorne though, because Khorne was the choice that I would have made if it was up to me. So yeah, really happy to be playing Khorne. Let's read about him. So Khorne, the blood god, rages upon his brass throne, resting atop a mountain of skulls built from the countless heads of the great champions his followers have slain over an immeasurable number of aeons. He cares not from where the blood flows so long as it is done in his name. It is not uncommon to see the warriors of Khorne fighting amongst themselves, battling to prove their skill in combat and rise higher in the eyes of their wrathful master. To follow Khorne is to embrace violence and destruction, and to pledge utter subservience to his cause. Khorne's most favoured servants are gifted with immense powers. Some may even ascend to demonhood, and it is these chosen few who are tasked with bringing his wrath down upon the world. Blood for the Blood God. So the faction skills are as follows. You've got skulls, fight battles, raise settlements, and claim skull piles to gather tribute to the Skull Throne. Drawn to destruction. Your settlements will spread automatically into the ruins you leave in your wake, or you can spend skulls to occupy them immediately. And bloodletting. Your armies are strengthened by every battle, and can even summon temporary reinforcements by raising settlements. Let's jump on in. Skarbrand is the only lord currently you can choose for Khorne. Skarbrand the Exiled. Skarbrand, also known as the Exiled One, was once the greatest of all Khorne's demons. Undone by his pride, he was banished from the service of the Blood God and cast from Khorne's domain. Forever tormented by his downfall, Skarbrand wanders the mortal and immortal realms, a restless fury that cannot be stopped. The faction effects are as follows. Its armies replenish in foreign territory, which is pretty awesome. Diplomatic relations with other Khornate factions is -20. Campaign map movement range after raising a settlement is +25%. And campaign map movement range for the Lord is +35% after winning a battle. And he can also get -35% recruitment cost when in enemy or raised territory. That's a really quite awesome Lord effect. It means you can obviously just keep recruiting as you move on. We start in the top left of the map. Settings, we're going to just turn this down a little bit, just so that I get information about things that I don't know about. I haven't really played Warhammer 3 that much. I played like the first few turns of the Khorne campaign just to see what it was like, but that's about it. I haven't really done anything other than play the prologue. So after, like, say, the first few turns, a lot of it's going to be new to me, so just bear that in mind. But time limit's going to be unlimited for battles, and of course our difficulty is very hard, because I'm not a fan of Legendary, to be honest. Let's jump on in. No subtlety has Khorne. He yearns only for battle. Slaughter is his desire. Blood to sate an unquenchable thirst, and skulls to pile about his throne. Skarbrand was the most worthy of Khorne's bloodthirsters, the greatest of the Blood God's reapers. But that was before his exile, cast from Khorne's presence, and now he finds himself on the wrong side of the maelstrom in the aftermath of Ursun's roar. But there is a way for the greater demon to find favour with his master again. Guided by the tome, I travel across the chaos wastes, through jagged mountains and lava rivers, to Skarbrand's lair, Infernius.
Jagged rocks and rivers of fire. Here I found the greatest of all bloodthirsters. Bones of all that walked or crawled littered his lair. Skarbrand, rage incarnate. I had but a moment to make my case, the time it took to sharpen his murderous blades. The demon had spent millennia harvesting skulls to earn the forgiveness of his master, the Chaos God, Khorne. The skull of Ursun would gain his favor.
What do you know of Khorne's favor?
Nothing, mighty Skarbrand. I am but a servant, ready to aid your slaughter.
I can smell the magic on you, seer. I'll take your skull.
Why take mine when you can have the skull of a god? Let me guide you through the maelstrom to where Be'lakor imprisons the bear. Take his skull. All I want is a drop of Ursun's blood.
keep your skull. Give me the bear. One skull for the throne. The rest are mine to collect.
Our goal is to take the head of the god bear. A worthy trophy for the skull throne.
Find me skulls, little man, or yours is next.
At once, mighty Reaper. The whole region is awash with heads that will easily be parted from their necks. Here is your first prey, a mortal army wishing to catch the gaze of the blood god. Instead, they draw your attention. Slaughter the mortal insects that infest this region, and claim Bloodfire Falls as your own. Further afield, you'll find plenty more enemies to rip asunder. The forces of hated Slaanesh cower at the monolith. Or perhaps seek out more of Khorne's disciples. Not to ally with, of course, but to kill. For your father cares not from where the blood flows. In the south, you may encounter greenskins. Then there are the Norse, mortals who will worship you if you let them, or introduce them to your twin axes. If you continue your trail of destruction south, then even richer lands shall be in reach. The fragile souls of Kislev and the Empire will fuel your rise to ultimate power. Only the spineless occupy such settlements. Followers of Khorne bring slaughter, razing everything until there is naught but blood-stained ruins. The more skulls you take, the easier it will be to enter the realm of chaos and seek the dying god. So, let the blood harvest begin.
Here we are in the campaign. Oh, I'm excited. Exiles of Khorne. Let's see how they play. Chaos. The servants of Khorne will automatically wage war on any non-chaos factions they encounter. Skulls. Khornate factions collect skulls in battle, from chaos cults, raising settlements, and from skull piles to appease the blood god. Skulls are required to capture settlements and research technologies. Bloodletting. The armies of Khornate factions accumulate bonuses as they win multiple consecutive battles. Drawn to destruction. The forces of Chaos, or Khorne, are incentivized to raise settlements as they conquer. Demonic armies may be summoned when a settlement is raised, and control of a ruined settlement will fall in time to any Khorne faction that partially controls the province it's in. The Great Game. Khornate factions participate in the Great Game, vying with other followers of Chaos to spread the most corruption over the mortal realms.
There is blood to let and skulls to collect. Let the reaping commence.
So our first one is to defeat an army belonging to Garhar faction. A Chaos Lord and his retinue seeks to make a name for himself and draw the eye of the gods. The only thing he is good for is fodder. Slaughter them. I like it. So that will give us favor, skulls, and recruit us a hero, so that's nice. So we got to go and engage the enemy, but let's just have a quick look at our objectives. So the victory conditions for this campaign is to complete the Realms of Chaos and then fight the final battle at the Forge of Souls. So I'm not sure how long this is going to take. There is also a domination campaign victory, but I think what I'm going to do is we'll try and aim for the main victory, and then I'll do a domination campaign victory if you guys vote for it in future polls. So let's grab Skarbrand. We will probably want to pop this, the Skull Throne. It costs 2,000 skulls. It gives us campaign map movement range after raising a settlement and extra income from post-battle loot plus 25%. It gives us the army ability to summon from beyond, which is an ability that gives us some blood letters, and then blood hosts plus 2 units on creation is the ones we can make from raising settlements. So yeah, we have 5,000 to start with. Not sure what else we need them for other than technologies, but the initial technologies don't cost that much. These technologies are campaign map movement range after raising a settlement. This one's income from post-battle loot, income from raiding. This one is Khorne corruption and extra chance to automatically colonize a ruin in regions that we own. Then there's blood feasting, which grants the Blood Feaster's banner, which gives us a regeneration ability when in melee, and also gives minus 5% upkeep for blood hosts. Raging Denial gives extra spell resistances to Bloodletters of Khorne, Exalted Bloodletters of Khorne. Rage Within gives minus upkeep for Chaos Warriors of Khorne. And Skulls for the Skull Throne gives extra skulls per turn, but reduces our diplomatic relations with all factions, which doesn't really matter that much because we're going to be at war with most people anyway. So yeah, we're going to just set this up anyway, might as well. I'm going to do skull harvesting first for the extra income from post-battle loot. Getting the extra money in first, or favor in first, is the best idea. So 8 is the number of the blood god. 8 are the pillars at the heart of the brass citadel, each inscribed with Khorne's commandments. 8 are the articles that form each edict, the blood god's laws that must be followed. So we've got the pillars of rage, the pillars of war, the pillars of pride, the pillars of prowess, the pillars of wrath, the pillar of defiance, and the pillar of rivalry, and the pillar of honor. So we'll go through all of these as I unlock them, but I showed you guys the first set there. We do have these unholy manifestations. We can do this right at the start, but basically what it does is it summons an army that will attack our army immediately, and we can use it to farm skulls and do whatever else with it. Like get more replenishment, get some more income from post-battle loots and all that kind of stuff. I'm going to leave that for a little while because we don't want to weaken our initial army just yet until we get like a couple more units, I don't think. Although using this on cooldown later down the line is probably a good idea. Done technology, diplomacy is fine. There isn't really much to do in diplomacy. I think the only thing that is worth noting is we are in a non-aggression pact with the Legions of Chaos, and we're in a non-aggression pact with Septic Claw, which is a Nurgle faction nearby. Chaos. Everyone else we're either at war with or haven't met yet. So yeah, we actually start with war with a lot of people. The Blooded Axe tribe, Yaha, Black Venom, Seducers of Slanesh, Exquisite Pain, and Crimson Skull. And also it doesn't look like we can do any trades, so it's going to be kind of weird. I mean, I guess we could technically confederate other Khorne factions, but making that happen is going to be really hard, I think. Anyway, moving on. Let's actually attack something. I'm going to pop this. Skull Throne, you have called upon the Blood God, and he has heard your cry. Let the bloodshed commence.
Blood for the Blood God.
In we go.
Reduce them to gold.
Alright, since this is our first battle, we're going to jump on in. I'll show you guys all of these different units that we have access to here at the start. Skarbrand himself, he was an absolute badass. I had a lot of fun playing the prologue, so I'm super excited to get through this
The troops that your
campaign.
enemies field are both many and varied. Mastery of their strengths and weaknesses will leave you best placed to face them in battle.
I'm going to use the Chaos Warhounds to run down the Marauder Horsemen, and then we'll just kind of like charge everything else in the face with the rest of my units.
The Exiles of Khorne. Blood legions, assemble!
Just move them forwards and move on the left side there. So we do have this Horn of Khorne ability, which I believe increases based on kills. And then we have the Summon from Beyond ability, which summons a group of bloodletters that degrades over time. So we're going to use that to kind of like tank this army initially, I think, before we actually fully engage. I also kind of want to show off the units, so we'll zoom in quick. We've got our Chaos Warhounds. We have our Blood Crushers of Khorne. These look awesome. I love the Khorne armor. It looks insane. There's the Bloodletters with their two-hand swords. You've got good old Skarbrand here, looking like an absolute badass. We've got the, I don't remember what this is called, the Blood Shrine of Khorne. I love the way these things have engines. It's really silly. And then more Blood Crushers over here. Alright, get this show on the road. Gonna summon some boys, and we're gonna charge on in. They're coming through that portal, it's really cool. So that will soak up some initial forces. We're gonna smash Raging Body down, and that's gonna make all of these units rampage around us. I might just hit those Marauder Horsemen with the Blood Crushers. And we're going to charge in here. The charge of these is great. That was really nice. Let's make sure this stays in range of our forces because it's giving bonuses. Like, this thing is really good because it provides this totem of endless bloodletting, which gives us extra melee attack and leadership. It also replenishes units around it, I think. Just going to do the Horn of Khorne here to get rid of this bloke. The extra melee attack on him. Right, he's running away. Everything's running away. Brilliant. Let's run him down. Get all the skulls. Slaughter them all. Not sure if it really matters if we run them down if they all die anyway, but yeah, we'll take them out. It's fine. The last few men remain there. Just the bodies of the fallen left over. Okay, awesome. That one dude's been a bit of a pain. I'm just going to end the battle. Can't be bothered to wait for one guy to die. And we barely took any losses, so that was a good start. That's going to give us a nice chunk of money, which was increased by the fact we initiated the Skull Throne ability. We're going to get 70 straight up, and we can get an extra 195 from reaping captives. So we're probably going to do that because I don't really need the replenishment. We don't need the cash right now. We'll just start to make back the 2,000 skulls that we spent. Great.
A potent ally has joined your ranks. Embed them in your army.
Got a new hero. Got a quest to put him in the army.
Add more demons to your army, sire. Think of how many more skulls you shall collect.
And we can recruit as well. Skarbrand needs no help. Skarbrand can kill anyone. But the old man says it is best to summon more bloodletters. Skarbrand will comply, and then Skarbrand will rage. I like that. What was the other quest that we got? To put him in the army. That doesn't have any writing on it, does it? No, nothing crazy. Cool. Well, Skarbrand leveled up, so this would be a good time to go through his skills, I guess. We have the Brass Collar, which gives us spell resistance. There's Thick Skin, which gives us missile resistance, and Hate Slaanesh, which gives us extra melee attack and weapon strength when fighting against Slaaneshi factions. I mean, this could actually be like quite good later down the line. I'm not entirely sure. Root March is obviously, you know, extra campaign map movement range. We've got Serval Die, Blood Feast, so that's recruitment cost reduction, casualty replenishment reduction, or increase, sorry. Income from raiding increase. Khorne Corruption increase. There is Unholy Resilience, which is extra casualty replenishment rate for the Lord, and win recovery time reduction. Then there's Lightning Strike, which increases enemy battle reinforcement time and enables lightning strike battles when reinforcements are present when you get that to max, so you can decide not to let the enemy reinforcements join. Sustained by Slaughter gives upkeep reduction, attrition reduction with Relentless Advance, Call to Bloodletting is extra skulls, and then Claimer of Skulls gives minus upkeep, extra movement range, extra recruit rank, and local recruitment capacity. So this actually might be worth grabbing. I'm not sure. Inspiring Presence does give extra unit experience gain per turn, which is really nice. Extra 75 there. And then these are for all the different types of units. So this one being Bloodletters and Exalted Bloodletters of Khorne and Blood Crushers of Khorne, which are the cavalry that we have. There's Bloodsoaked Champions, which is the bonuses to Chaos Warriors and Skull Crushers of Khorne. Then we have the Flesh Hounds, Chaos Warhounds, and Chaos Furies one. There's the Gorebeast Chariot, Skull Cannon, and Blood Shrine of Khorne boasting, and then the Harbingers of Death, which is the bonuses for Bloodthirsters, Soul Grinders, and Minotaurs. Like this one is probably going to be the one that I get in most armies. And that will give Kill for Khorne, which is the surrounding ability that gives melee attack and leadership. And then you can obviously get all of the bonuses for those as well at rank 7. And then there's the maximum one, which is +8 leadership and +8 melee attack. I believe this is, yeah, it's a passive ability, so you don't have to click on this one. Brutal Charge is his main ability. I believe this is the same for like the hero we have as well. So Brutal Charge, Maim, Kill, yeah, Destroy. So this just increases his weapon strength plus any other secondary stat. They all give weapon strength, but he does get Bellow of Endless Fury, which gives him a magic missile attack, and then he has Fuel by Rage as well. His special abilities is this line, which he gets at rank 13, which is the Rage Incarnate, which is the upgrade for his current ability that causes units around him to rage. I believe the range is maybe bigger, and the cooldown may be reduced. I'm not sure what's better about that. Restless Fury gives extra campaign map movement range after winning a battle, and also Vanguard deployment for himself. Wrathful Reaper gives the ability, which gives extra base weapon damage and armor piercing weapon damage, but makes him rampage. Drinker of Blood gives the ability which heals him if in melee, and also income from post-battle loot. And then Anarchy of Madness gives minus control in the local enemy province, and Khorne Corruption +4. I mean, the control reduction is never good on this difficulty, so that's kind of wasted, but yeah. Locus of Endless War gives extra +3 units on creation of Blood Hosts, which, I mean, could be good, but I believe Blood Hosts increase your upkeep, so yeah, not sure about that. Then we got quests, which is Slaughter and Carnage, which are his axes, and we get that quest at level 10, which will give him plus income from post-battle loot, extra Khorne corruption, minus recruitment costs, extra melee attack, extra armor piercing weapon damage, and the ability Slaughter and Carnage, which basically increases with each kill made by the unit. So yeah, it goes up to 100% extra base weapon damage and armor piercing weapon damage, which is crazy in battle. The more kills he gets, the better he gets. And the Blood Reaper gets like the same sort of abilities there, but has 3 special abilities. So the Locust of Abjuration, the Locust of Fury, and the Locust of Wrath. 1 spell resistance, 1 is charge bonus, base weapon damage, and armor piercing weapon damage, and 1 is low plus melee attack. I'm not sure if you can unlock all of these, but if you can, that's really cool. Then you can also get a Juggernaut, and you can get a Blood Throne. The Blood Throne might be quite nice, but it would reduce his melee capability. I think the Juggernaut would probably be better. And the Juggernaut seemed pretty good. Anyway, we have a quest to put him inside. But I also kind of want to attack the Brass Glacier, and I think if we put him in, then we might not have the range. I might also want to just recruit before I attack this anyway, though, so it might not be a problem. Yeah, we need to get that Root Marcher anyway. And we're going to move into enemy territory here. And we'll recruit some more troops. We can go into the Demonic Portal stance, which allows us to global recruit. There is also the Combat Trial stance, which increases unit experience per turn by 200, and also gives us skulls for each unit in the army, but causes attrition, so you can see that it does damage over time. I'm going to grab some more Bloodletters, and I'm also going to grab another Chaos Warhound. Although the Chaos Furies could be pretty useful to have. Let's try the Chaos Furies. A building upgrade choice. We currently have the Kennels, which gives us the access to Chaos Warhounds and Chaos Furies. I got upgrades to Flesh Hounds of Khorne and the Gorbeast Chariot of Khorne. Our landmark here is the Court of the Covenant, which gives us extra allegiance points, extra diplomatic relations with Demons of Chaos, and extra control. So this is the only true neutral ground in the Realm of Chaos. The court is where truces are composed and hostilities between dark gods annulled. Interesting. The other military buildings here, the basic military buildings, are the Armory, which gives us access to Chaos Warriors of Khorne and unlocks the Cultist of Khorne. And then there's the Arsenal, which gives us Chaos Warriors of Khorne and Chaos Warriors of Khorne with dual weapons. That's halberds, and that one's dual weapons. And these generate a bit of income as well. The Khornate Calefactor gives us Bloodletters of Khorne and Exalted Bloodletters of Khorne and Spawn of Khorne. Spawn of Khorne being like, what do you call them? Well, Chaos Spawn. Just a normal Chaos Spawn. Advanced military buildings, we can get Skull Harvester, which gives us Blood Shrine of Khorne and Skull Cannon. This is the same one as we've already got, and then Skull Cannon's like an artillery piece. The Jugger Plant gives us Blood Crushers of Khorne, which are the 2 cavalry units we already have. And then Juggerplex gives us the Skull Crushers of Khorne, which are like an upgraded version, I think. They have armor piercing, weapon damage, and frenzy. Then there is the Hunting Fields, which gives us access to the Minotaurs of Khorne and unlocks more Blood Reapers. And then the Battlefields, which gives us Minotaurs of Khorne's with great weapon and Bloodthirsters. Bloodthirsters being absolutely awesome. Foundry of Scythes increases spell resistance for local armies and extra local recruitment capacity, but at max rank gives us global recruitment capacity, which is really nice. And then Soul Grinder as well. So this is a precursor missile weapon that can fire on the move. I'm not entirely sure like how this works, but there we go. Anyway, there is defensive buildings. You can build up the walls, and we can also do Warpstone Locust, which reduces the chance of a plague spreading, increases Khorne corruption, and gives us a chance of removing a trait gained from visiting the Realm of Chaos. Also extra discoverability of Skaven units. Then these ones give income, and income from all buildings plus 30%. Enemy leadership reduction is the main thing there. War Amphitheater does the same thing. It increases income but increases post-battle loot, and then casualty replenishment rate. All of these buildings kind of generate income. And then this one is extra control, and extra control whenever a battle is fought. I'm not sure if that increases if it's not in the local region. I haven't really worked that one out yet. Regardless, when an enemy lord is present, we get plus 15 control, which is weird. Khornate Tribute is attrition enabled for enemy local armies. It gives extra income, hero recruit rank, and Khorne corruption, and extra income when an enemy lord is present. So, yeah, I'm not sure how useful the when the enemy lord is present stuff is going to be, but I mean, we'll see. That is it for this turn. I think we just need to choose what building we're going to pop in here. I'm kind of tempted to put the armory in here because getting some Chaos Warriors of Khorne could be fun, and also getting the Cultist Sunlock is pretty important. And the other thing we could do is grab this for income from post-battle loot for all armies in adjacent regions. That might be nicer to get earlier. And then after we've recruited this turn, we can demolish this building, the kennels, and get the Chaos Warriors instead. Okay. That's everything done for this turn. We've already done the Skull Throne. That's good. Let's move on to the next turn. So yeah, we could have probably attacked this, but I believe we get a quest to attack it this turn anyway. And we have completed the mission here, so that's extra favor and skulls.
The Brass Glacier is inhabited by mere mortals from the Gaha tribe. Cover the walls with their blood.
Go. Yeah, here's the quest. Extra 800 favor and skulls. We're already making back the skulls that we lost using on the Skull Throne. The Brass Glacier, or Glacier, has been the site of many murders in your father's name. The mortals within think to summon demons to aid their cause. Well, they have indirectly summoned you, not to aid them.
A watchful eye must be kept over expenditure for your domain to prosper. Be mindful of your treasury, for your current deficit will run you out of funds entirely if action is not taken to correct it.
So we have a mission issued to regain a positive income, which will give us 400 favor and another 100 skulls. Since I've gone into debt. Alright, let's grab our normal stance and we'll take this out. Okay, should be pretty simple. Let's jump on in. So I'll probably split up my army a little bit to spread them out. And we'll just have Skarbrand go smash them in the face. I mean, they don't really have anything special here. I could have my hero and Skarbrand actually go separately. The only thing that's going to be annoying is the Horse Masters, probably, trying to run them down. I guess I could probably just have my Chaos Furies and Chaos Hounds go for them. I just don't know where they're going to be. I will probably come in from this direction and this direction, I think. So let's go here and here. I have Skarbrand here. We'll have this guy over here. Don't know about these two. Maybe I could have them over here with the... yeah, with those units. Or I can just have them in the middle. We can go whichever side they don't have units. I'm going to keep this thing with Skarbrand so he gets the buff. They're building like a barricade there. Yeah, they've already got a barricade there. Okay, that's fine. Let's just move to the left then. And that tower is probably already shooting us, so let's get in here. That's their Marauder Horsemen. Oh, okay. Well, we're going to move up. I'm going to get these to go around the back.
The drinker of blood.
I wonder if there's a way I can take this out. I could actually do that. I'm not sure if they'll be able to capture a sector, but like it could be worth just letting them come in here and engage the Marauder Horsemen and capture this sector from behind.
Send troops to capture the enemy defenses, Commander. They can be turned to our service.
I managed to push them out there, which is good. Ideally, I want to get on top of them with these units now. I'm going to use this ability, actually. And that should make these rampage. And if they're rampaging, then we can kill them off very quickly. Oh, this is really nice. These guys distracted them really well. I'm going to try and move into this area here so we can capture this.
The Exiles of Khorne.
This is great. It's going very well. And we're capturing this, which will take down all of their defenses and stuff soon. Perfect. Right, let's get these in here. Right, we have momentum at the moment. Charge in with everything we got. Meanwhile, Skarbrand's just chewing them up. Look at him go. We're going to do the Horn of Khorne here. That's going to give us plus 24 melee attack. We'll spawn some more of these boys behind. This will be over in no time. There we go, now it's just a slaughter. A slaughter to the end. Get him, lads. Awesome. I love the units of Khorne. Just keep chasing them down. Chaos Warhounds are fantastic for running down units, they really are. I think we pretty much got them all. Yeah, I'm just going to end the battle there with a decisive victory. Cool. Another very successful battle. The fact we managed to get behind them there and capture that sector to bring down all of their defenses was really good. And the distraction that my spawned unit caused was Fantastic. We've got experience, and we've got 131 skulls for that. So now we get to choose what we want to do with the settlement. So we can occupy it and lose 2,500 skulls. We can sack it to get replenishment and money. We can raise it to get skulls, or we can get a blood host. Getting a blood host right now is probably not a good idea because it costs upkeep, I think. So we're just gonna go skulls for the Skarbrand, and that's gonna complete the quest for us. Oh nice, Agent of Blood, campaign map movement range after raising a settlement.
Khorne looks favorably on those that
Don't mind me.
fight with skill and courage. Honor the god of rage with victories in battle to gain his blessings.
So gain a bloodletting streak of 3 victories. By continually defeating enemies and avoiding extended periods of inactivity, Khorne factions can receive the Blood God's blessings in return for their relentless slaughter. The bloodletting of a selected army is shown on the character info panel when playing a Khorne faction. So
The region under the volcano's shadow is yours, mighty Skarbrand. Slaughter the fools that dawdle and trespass within its borders.
we'll have a look at that in a sec. We have a new mission issued here, which will give us 4,000 favor and 1,000 skulls, and that is to control the entirety of Bloodfire Falls. The Garhar tribe have tried to conquer all of the Bloodfire Falls, and perhaps they would have managed it if you had not been lurking under the volcano. But now they have raised your anger. Alright, we're going to demolish this, and we'll build the buildings to get Chaos Warriors in there. So Skarbrand leveled up. That's his abilities, isn't it? Where is the ability of the army? Not entirely sure. Anyway, we have a Shrieking Blade. That's cool. I think next we're going to get Inspiring Presence. The extra unit experience gain per turn early on is going to be good. Because it will, obviously, the earlier we have it, the more we get. So, yeah, we'll do that. 4 turns and 2 hour things finished there. I could do the Unholy Manifestation now. But the main thing that I'm going to be doing is moving down to Death Axe's Monolith. So, let's just move in this direction for now. And what we'll do is smash this Eternal War out. And that's going to get us attacked by this little army. Okay. And we're going to fight this on the battle map. So the nice thing about this is it gives us experience, and it also gives us skulls, and it also gives us money, like post-battle loot. So yeah, these little battles, they might seem annoying, but they're well worth it. And from now on, I'll probably just keep doing these whenever they come off cooldown. I'm probably going to keep mostly build up because we do have the chariot, and they're all melee forces, so we don't really have to do anything super special here.
Blood, skulls, slaughter.
I'll probably just get my blood crushers to move around the flanks a little bit. Same with the Chaos Warhounds, actually. I can have Skarbrand running here with the Chaos Shrine. I took a lot of damage there on the charge. Ouch. I guess what I probably could have done is waited for the army ability, and that probably would have been a smart idea. Because we're going to take quite a lot of damage doing this. That's okay. That wasn't too bad. In the middle there. As long as we don't lose any units entirely. Perfectly okay. So I'll probably recruit more troops. Like, even though we're at a deficit right now, it's probably still worth it because we'll just kind of live off post-battle loot. But I kind of want to get positive eventually because we can get that quest finished. I don't know if it has expiry. I wonder if it does. This only gives us 65 skulls, so we'll probably just take the money. Oh nice, we do have a positive income again. It's probably because did we manage to level that up? Reduces upkeep costs. Right, let's level him up now, I think. We go for the brutal charge. We can get this done. We can get the bellow of the endless fury. I don't think we need this yet. Yes, we have a reasonable amount of Exiles of Khorne, but I don't know if I'm going to actually want to level that up. Getting Harbingers of Death is probably the best one for the Bloodthirster and Soul Grinder of Khorne unit upgrade, and then also the Minotaurs later down the line. Yeah, we'll do Brutal Charge for now. And we'll just get his melee defense probably up a little bit. Or physical resistance. Well, that's quite nice. Damn, that's really good.
Grants me power.
And this one, we're going to do training. So these are all getting some nice experience each turn. Cool, since we won that battle, we can continue into the enemy territory. Keep an eye on that army.
You cannot play with me.
And since this building is going to get destroyed, we're going to just grab 3 more bloodletters. Actually, I don't know if I can do 3. It's going to go down to like 300. We'll do 2. They're quite expensive. But either way, guys, unfortunately, it has been my time. Going to leave it here for the first episode of our Khorne campaign. I'm really just looking forward to getting more into this, deeper into this campaign than I have before. Yeah, really looking forward to it, and hopefully you guys are too. Hopefully you enjoyed this video, this introduction to Skarbrand and the Khorne campaign. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe for more Khorne campaign in the future. A Kislev campaign will be coming up soon, and also I'll be finishing off both my Empire Total War and my Total War Warhammer 2 campaign with Torok. So yeah, plenty to look forward to, but that's it. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.